So ever since I graduated college, I took it upon myself to make this my entire personality trait. So you guys are gonna get a lot more videos on my experiences in uni. But we're starting off with just some practical tips that really helped me get through college, and hopefully will help you too if you're kind of struggling a bit. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman and you're completely new to all of this, or if you're a senior and you're almost done with college. These tips will definitely still help you make sure you finish strong. Now, I'm not gonna give you those really general, vague tips that you hear all the time, like, oh, make sure to work really hard and, pay attention in class. Like, I'm sorry, that's not helpful. Like, you already kind of know that. I wanna give you guys actual practical tips that you can use and implement, and hopefully you'll, what? Sure. No.
Please.
No. You're not making the cut.
Please. You're making a video?
What's up? Yeah.
Should I leave?
That'd be great. Sorry. This is Omer. He's my roommate.
Hey.
Okay, you can leave now. Frick, I forgot what I was gonna say. I actually forgot what I was saying. Omer, if you're watching this, you've just wasted 4 minutes of my footage, which I will be billing you for. I want to give you guys actual practical tips that you can implement and that'll really help you in class. The first one's a bit of a weird one, and you're probably not expecting me to say this, but where you sit on the first day will have a huge impact on your grade. And you're probably like, what does where I sit in class have to do with anything? Like, I'm still in the classroom. It's all the same. I promise you that it's not. It's not necessarily where you sit that matters. It's the people around you. It's the people in your table and the people next to you that are really going to impact your grade. Listen, with all due respect, high school is a bit of a joke, right? It's very, very easy. College is a lot more difficult, and you're going to learn pretty quickly that you need people to lean on. You're going to need classmates to help get homework answers from, to study with, and to help each other get through that class. Trying to go through college completely by yourself can be difficult, especially when you start getting to those upper level classes, your organic chemistry, your biochemistry. If you're in the engineering, computer science realm, I don't know what classes y'all have to take, but I'm sure they're pretty difficult. And it's a lot easier if you have smart people around you that you can kind of mooch off of a bit. Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? When it's 11:30 at night and you still got 3-4 homework assignments done, you can either stay up till 4 a.m. and completely ruin your sleep schedule, or you can send a quick text to one of your classmates being like, yo, can you hook it up this week with the homework answers? And I'm not gonna lie, I did that quite a bit, and I have absolutely no shame because that's college. I made it an intention to kind of scout out the people in that class that you could tell really cared, that were engaged with the material and that wanted to do well, right? You build a relationship with those people, you start studying with them, you get their contacts, and being able to work together will really help you succeed in that class. And now I also realized that the semester already kind of started, and so it might be too late to implement this, but you might still be able to try to build a connection with the people in your class who are obviously really smart and that want to do well in that class. Or worst case scenario, you can apply this tip in the next term. Now, obviously, don't be that person that does absolutely no work and then expects their classmates to do the work for them, to do the homework for them. Don't be that person. And that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm saying work hard, do your work, but then when you hit that roadblock, when you're just struggling with an assignment, you have people that you can reach out to that will help you. So on the first week of class, I would purposefully kind of look around the room, see who's asking questions, who's really engaged, and then sit next to them, right? Build a relationship with them. I can't emphasize how much that helped me get through college. It's kind of a jerk move, and you do have to stereotype a bit, right? You kind of have to like see who you think is the nerd in the classroom, right? That sounds so bad. Again, don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? I'm just telling you what worked for me. If you want to take it, great. If you don't, that's fine. If you want to work through your classes alone, that's an option, but I'm just telling you it's going to be a lot harder. Don't expect to get A's in your class when the people around you are content with getting C's and D's. Recognize the individuals in the classroom that want to succeed and want to do well. Build a relationship with them so you can study outside of class and so you guys can help each other do well in that class. All right, point number 2 is to keep a planner. Guys, I cannot emphasize how important it is to keep some sort of notebook or planner where you can write down your assignments, your quizzes, your exam dates, something to just be able to put it on paper so that you can see it in front of you. My planner was probably the most important. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm pretty sure Omer just like stubbed his toe. Anyways, Keeping a planner was definitely one of the most useful things that I did. Because actually, let me grab mine. Hold on. Okay, so this is what my planner looked like. It was very basic, simple, minimalistic. Every page had a week, so Monday through Thursday. And then I would write down all the assignments or exams or whatever that I had on that day that I needed to get done. This was unbelievably helpful and just helping me organize everything that I had instead of it being in my head and maybe forgetting that, oh, I had this assignment due this day, or just not being prepared for a quiz. I had it all laid down on a piece of paper so then I could just look at my week and see what I have. It doesn't necessarily have to be a planner, but you need something where you can just organize all the important things that you have and you can just put them down in front of you instead of them just being in your head somewhere and maybe forgetting that, oh, I have a quiz today that I totally forgot about because I didn't write it down anywhere. You can get them from pretty much anywhere. I think I got mine from Amazon. If I find it, I'll include a link down below to my Amazon storefront where you can get the planner from there. Also, whenever I was done with an assignment, I'd make sure to cross it out. And that just, I'm sure there's some science to it, but it just feels so good to finish something and then just cross it out. It's a nice little dopamine boost after finishing your work. But yeah, get a planner. It'll change your life. Tip number 3, and you guys aren't gonna like this one, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Get rid of your phone. Get rid of it. Throw it away. Chuck it across the room. Put it in a separate room. Give it to your parents or one of your siblings. Just don't have your phone on you when you're trying to study. It doesn't work. Listen, the amount of work that usually takes you 2 hours to get done, if you eliminate your distractions, you could finish that work in 30 minutes tops. It sounds impossible, but it is amazing what we're able to accomplish when we're focused and we're in deep work. Deep work is a concept that Cal Newport talked about a lot in his book called Deep Work. Being able to focus on one particular task, especially nowadays in a society, in a world where we're just so distracted, right? Your attention is a commodity. Your attention span, your time is what social media apps literally pay millions of dollars for. So as one of the most valuable skills in our economy is becoming increasingly rare, if you're able to master this skill, you are going to achieve amazing results. I definitely recommend reading the full book if you're interested, but the TLDR is to just eliminate your distractions as much as you can. Don't lie to yourself and put your phone on do not disturb and then just put it to the side. No. Get rid of it. Out of sight, out of mind. It's going to require a lot more effort to get up and grab your phone from another room than if it's just right beside you and you can kind of grab it and start scrolling a bit. And it's not necessarily about the time that you spend on your phone. You're probably like, Marv, what's the big deal if I scroll for like 30 seconds? I'm not wasting that much time. It's about your attention span shifting from one thing to another. Our brains are very good at focusing on one thing for a long period of time, but they're not good at shifting between different things. So if you're working on your assignments and then you check your phone, you've just broken that concentration that you had. And studies have shown that just 30 seconds of, grabbing your phone, checking social media can actually take away up to 15 minutes of productive work just from grabbing your phone and scrolling on it for a couple seconds. So let your time for schoolwork be strictly for schoolwork. Try this out the next time you need to sit down and do your homework, and you will honestly be so surprised as to how much you can get done from just having no immediate distractions in front of you. A lot of times we say, I don't have enough time for XYZ, right? I'm so busy, my schedule's so full. But realistically, you could cut down that time significantly if you were able to get into that state of deep work. Those 2-hour assignments are going to get done in 30 minutes and it's going to feel amazing. Tip number 4 is don't look at the big picture. Take things day by day. Again, you're probably like, what are you talking about? I've been told my entire life to look at the big picture and yada, yada, yada. I've seen this so many times in myself and in other people where they will look at all the assignments that they have due for the week and they'll be like, oh my God, I have 4 assignments here. I have 2 exams coming up. I have a couple quizzes, this is that. And they overwhelm themselves for absolutely no reason. And trust me, I am 100% guilty of doing this. When you start to expand too much and look at the sheer amount of work that you have to do, you've almost forfeited before you even started. What that does is that it tells our brains that we have this obstacle in front of us right now that is way too hard to accomplish. So I'm just not gonna try. What you need to do is break up these big assignments that you have into multiple small achievable pieces. So if you have a 10-page essay due in 2 weeks, instead of looking at it as a 10-page essay, look at it as half a page essay that you need to do every day. And even when I just said that, you were probably like, oh, that's very achievable. I can write half a page every day. That's the beauty and magic of just taking things day by day. breaking them up into smaller, more achievable pieces. I was literally just talking to my roommate about this yesterday. He was stressing out over how busy and stressful this weekend was going to be and how he had so much to do and he had homework here and he had to lead this event over here. And I was like, listen, you're not doing yourself any favors right now. Go home and break it up into pieces and see what you can achieve. Instead of looking at the 6 homework assignments that you have to do, write each one down. Again, back to the planner. See, they all intertwine together. But yeah, write those 6 assignments down on a planner and then start going through them one by one. And just from writing them down, they're going to look a lot more achievable. I understand that if you're on your 3rd year or your last year of college, these assignments can start to get pretty heavy. You start having exams pile up, essays, senior projects, and it can be a lot to take in at first. But take these big assignments and see how you can break them up every day or every week if need be. But doing that will make them a lot less scary in your head and you'll be able to achieve more. The final tip that I would give you is just learn to relax a little bit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Now, this advice only goes out to certain people because I gotta be clear, especially with the guys. Some of y'all are just lazy, okay? You guys know very well how to relax and lounge and take things easy.
We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the people that just work and work and work and don't stop and always think that they need to do more. They never think that they're good enough. Because as great as it is to have these big goals for the future, right? And know how hard you have to work now in order to achieve those goals, you have to give yourself a pat on the back sometimes and just look back and see how far you've come and how much you've achieved and how much you will achieve if you keep going. But that perspective is definitely important. And as human beings, right? We're not robots. You have to give yourself a break every once in a while. So my advice would be to stay disciplined in those certain areas that you know you can't get away with. So prayer, for example, right? It doesn't matter how busy your day is or how much you have on your plate. You can't just skip prayer, right? That's a solid in our lives. If you have an exam coming up, right? That might not be the best time to rest. You might have to, kick it in a second gear a bit. But other areas in your life that you might be able to put on hold a bit. Maybe going to the gym, maybe volunteering at your community, making videos. As amazing as these things are, and I've talked before how you should definitely do these things. These are great for your improvement. But if you're at a period in your life right now where you feel overwhelmed, that you have too much on your plate, it's okay to drop some of those things in order to avoid burnout. Hey, I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to be able to volunteer this week. Or maybe you sit out from the gym for a couple days just so you're able to mentally kind of refresh yourself and to get going the next week. That's okay. Find something you really enjoy doing, whether it's, hanging out with a friend, watching a movie, going for a walk, something that'll just kind of give you that refreshment that you need so that you can get going the next week and get back to those things that you need to do. But yeah, man, listen, college is just one of your phases of life. You're going to get through this. I promise you, it's going to be over a lot quicker than you think. You're going to wake up and be like, oh my God, I'm a college graduate living by myself. Where did the times go? It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I hope those tips helped. If they did, please hit that like button because it really does help grow this channel and spread it to other people. But yeah, if you haven't already joined the fam, make sure to subscribe and hold on. I keep forgetting it. One sec.
2,000 years later.
I have some bad news. I was going to tell you guys, don't forget to drink your OJ, but we're out of OJ. So water will have to do for this video. Guys, don't forget to drink your OJ. If you don't have OJ, drink your water. All right, that's going to be it from me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Wassalamu alaikum.